welcome to another Teen Talk Tuesday. My name is Miss Lindsay, and today I will be reading The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. Now, before I get started, I want to give a bit of a warning. This book contains scenes of violence, and there's quite a bit of language, so just a heads up. Here we go. Chapter 1. I shouldn't have come to this party. I'm not even sure I belong at this party. And that's not some bougie stuff, either. There are just some places where it's not enough to be me. Either version of me. Big D's spring break party is one of those places. I squeeze through sweaty bodies and I follow Kenya. Her curls bouncing past her shoulders. A haze lingers over the room, smelling like weed, and music rattles the floor. Some rapper calls out for everybody to nay-nay, followed by a bunch of haze as people launch into their own version. Kenya holds up her cup and dances her way through the crowd. Between the headaches from all this loud music and the nausea from the weed odor, I'll be amazed if I cross the room without spilling my drink. We break out the crowd. Big D's house is packed wall to wall. I've always heard that everybody and their mamas comes to the spring break. Well, everybody but me. But come on, I didn't know it would be this many people. Girls with their hair colored, curled, laid, and slayed. Got me feeling basic as with my ponytail. Guys in their freshest kicks and sagging pants that grind so close to the girls. Woo! My Nana likes to say that spring brings love. Spring in Garden Heights doesn't always bring love, but it promises babies in the winter. I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them are conceived the night of Big D's party. He always has it on the Friday of spring break because you need Saturday to recover and Sunday to repent. Stop following me and go dance, Starr, Kenya says. People already say you think you all that. I didn't know so many mind readers lived in Garden Heights, or that people know me as anything other than Big Mav's daughter who works in the store. I sip my drink and spit it back out. I knew there would be more than Hawaiian punch in this, but this is way stronger than I'm used to. They shouldn't even call it punch. It's just straight up liquor. I put it on the coffee table and say, folks kill me, thinking they know what I think. Hey, I'm just saying, you act like you don't know nobody because you go to that school. I've been hearing that for 6 years, ever since my parents put me in Williamson Prep. Whatever, I mumble. And it wouldn't kill you to not dress like... She turns her nose up as she looks from my sneakers to my oversized hoodie. Ain't that my brother's hoodie? Our brother's hoodie. Kenya and I share an older brother, 7, but she and I aren't related. Her mama is 7's mama, and my dad is 7's dad. Crazy, I know. Yeah, it's his. Figures. You know what else people saying too? Got folks thinking you're my girlfriend. Do I look like I care what people think? No, and that's the problem. Whatever. If I'd known following her to this party meant she'd be on some extreme makeover Star Edition mess, I would have stayed home and watched Fresh Prince reruns. My Jordans are comfortable, and man, they're brand new. That's more than some people can say. The hoodie's way too big, but I like it that way. Plus, if I pull it over my nose, I can't smell the weed. Well, I ain't babysitting you all night, so you better do something, Kenya says, and scopes the room. Kenya could be a model, if I'm completely honest. She's got flawless dark brown skin. I don't think she ever gets a pimple. Slanted brown eyes and long eyelashes that aren't store-bought. She's the perfect height for modeling, too, but a little thicker than those toothpicks on the runway. She never wears the same outfit twice. Her daddy, King, makes sure of that. Kenya is about the only person I hang out with in Garden Heights. It's hard to make friends when you go to a school that's 45 minutes away and you're a latchkey kid who's only seen her family store. It's easy to hang out with Kenya because of our connection to Seven. She's messy as heck, and sometimes though. She's always fighting somebody and quick to say her daddy will kick somebody's butt. Yeah, it's true. But I wish she'd stop picking fights so that she can use her trump card. I mean, I use mine too. Everybody knows you don't mess with my dad, Big Mav. And you definitely don't mess with his kids. Still, you don't see me going around starting stuff like that. Like at Big D's party, Kenya is giving Denasia Allen some serious stank eye. I don't remember much about Denasia, but I remember that she and Kenya have not liked each other since the 4th grade. Tonight, Denasia's dancing with some guy halfway across the room and paying no attention to Kenya. But no matter where we move, Kenya spots Denasia and glares at her. And the thing about the stank eye is at some point you feel it on you, inviting you to kick some butt or have your butt kicked. Ooh, I can't stand her, Kenya seeds. The other day, we were in line in the cafeteria, right? And she's behind me, talking out the side of her neck. She didn't use my name, but I know she was talking about me, saying I tried to get with Devontae. For real? I say what I'm supposed to say. Uh-huh. I don't want him. I know. Honestly, I don't know who Devontae is. So what did you do? What do you think I did? I turned around and asked if she had a problem with me. Old trick, go and say. I wasn't even talking about you. No, and she was. You're so lucky you go to that white people's school and have to deal with hoes like that. Isn't that something? Not even 5 minutes ago, I was stuck up because I go to Williamson. And now I'm lucky? Trust me, my school has hoes too. Hoedom is universal. Watch me go and handle her tonight. Kenya's stank eye reaches highest levels of stankiness. Denasia feels its sting and looks right at Kenya. Uh-huh, Kenya confirms that Denasia hears her. Watch. Hold up, we? That's why you begged me to come to this party? So that you can have a tag team partner? She has the nerve to look offended. It ain't like you had nothing else to do and nobody else to hang out with. I'm doing you a favor. Really, Kenya? You do know I have friends, right? She rolls her eyes hard. Only the whites are visible for a few seconds. Them little bougie girls from your school don't count. They're not bougie, and they do count, I think. Maya and I are cool. I'm not sure what's up with Haley lately. And honestly, if putting me into a fight is your way of helping my social life, then I'm good. I mean, come on. It's always some drama with you. Please, Starr. She stretches the please extra long. Too long. This is what I'm thinking. We wait until she get away from Devontae, right? And then my phone vibrates against my thigh. And I glance at the screen. Since I've ignored his calls, Chris texts me instead. Can we talk? I didn't mean for it to go like that. Of course he didn't. He meant for it to go in a whole different way yesterday. Which is the problem. I slipped my phone into my pocket. I'm not sure what I want to say, but I'd rather deal with it later. Kenya! Somebody shouts. This big, light-skinned girl with bone-straight hair moves through the crowd towards us. A tall boy with a black and blonde frohawk follows her. They both give Kenya hugs and talk about how cute she looks. I'm not even here. Why you ain't tell me you was coming, the girl says, and sticks her thumb in her mouth. She got an overbite for doing that, too. You could have rode with us. Nah, girl, I have to go get Starr, Kenya says. We walked here together. And that's when they notice me, standing not even half a foot from Kenya. The guy squints as he gives me a quick once-over, and he frowns for a hot second. But I notice it. Ain't you Big Mav's daughter who works in the store? See? People act like that's the name on my birth certificate. Yeah, that's me. Oh, the girl says. I knew you looked familiar. We were in the 3rd grade together. Miss Bridges' class. I sat behind you. Oh. I know this is the moment I'm supposed to remember her, but I don't. Kenya was right. I really don't know anybody. Their faces are familiar, but you don't get names and life stories when you're bagging folks' groceries. I can lie though. Yeah, I remember you. Girl, quit lying, the guy says. You know you don't know her. Why you always lying? Kenya and the girl sing together. Why you always lie? The guy joins in and they all burst out laughing. Bianca and Chance, be nice, Kenya says. This is Star's first party. Her folks don't let her go nowhere. I cut her a side eye. I go to parties, Kenya. Have y'all seen her at any parties around here? Kenya asked them. Nope. Point made. And before you say it, little lame white suburb parties don't count. Chance and Bianca snicker. Man, I wish this hoodie could just swallow me up somehow. I bet they be doing Molly and stuff, don't they? Chance asked me. White kids love popping pills. And listening to Taylor Swift, Bianca adds, tucking around her thumb. Okay, that's somewhat true. But I'm not telling them that. Nah, actually their parties are pretty dope, I say one time. This boy had J. Cole perform his birthday party. Wow, for real, Chance says? Woo! Man, next time invite me. I'll party with them white kids. Anyway, Kenya says loudly, we were talking about running up on Denasia. That tramp over there was dancing with Devante. That old trick, Beyonce says. You know she's been running her mouth about you, right? I was in Mr. Donald's class last week when Aaliyah told me. Chance rolls his eyes. Ugh, Mr. Donald. You just mad he threw you out, Kenya says. Well, heck yeah. Anyway, Aaliyah told me, Bianca begins, sorry. I get lost again as classmates and teachers I don't know are discussed. I can't say anything. Doesn't matter though. I'm invisible. I feel like that a lot around here. In the middle of them complaining about Denasia and her teachers, Kenya says something about getting another drink, and the three of them walk off together. Without me. Suddenly, I'm Eve in the garden after she ate the fruit. It's like I realize I'm naked. I'm by myself at a party I'm not even supposed to be at, where I barely know anybody. And the person I do know just left me hanging. Kenya begged me to come to this party for weeks. I knew I'd be uncomfortable as heck, but every time I told Kenya no, she said that I'd act like I'm too good for a garden party. I got tired of hearing that mess and decided to prove her wrong. The problem is, it would have taken Black Jesus to convince my parents to let me come. And now, Black Jesus will have to save me if they find out I'm here. People glance over at me with that, who's that chick standing against the wall by herself like an idiot? I look. I slip my hands into my pockets. As long as I play it cool and keep to myself, I should be fine. The ironic thing is, though, at Williamson, I don't have to play it cool. I'm cool by default because I'm one of the only Black kids there. I have to earn coolness in Garden Heights, and that's more difficult than buying retro Jordans on release day. Funny how it works with white kids, though. It's dope to be Black until it's hard to be Black. Starr, a familiar voice says. The sea of people parts for him like he's a brown-skinned Moses. Guys give him daps. The girls crane their necks to look at him. He smiles at me, and his dimples ruin any G persona he has. Khalil is fine. No other way of putting it. And I used to take baths with him. Not like that, but way back in the day when we would giggle because he had a wee-wee, and I had what his grandma called a wee-haw. I swear it wasn't perverted, though. He hugs me, smelling like soap and baby powder. What's up, girl? Ain't seen you in a minute. He lets me go. You don't text nobody, nothing. Where you been? School and the basketball team keep me busy, I say. But I'm always at the store. You're the one nobody sees anymore. His dimples disappear. He wipes his nose like he always does before a lie. I've been busy. Obviously. The brand new Jordans, the crisp white tee, the diamonds in his ears. When you grow up in Garden Heights, you know what busy really means. Oh my gosh. I wish he wasn't that kind of busy, though. I don't know if I want to tear up or smack him. But the way Khalil looks at me with those hazel eyes makes it hard to be upset. I feel like I'm 10 again, standing in the basement of Christ Temple Church, having my first kiss with him at Vacation Bible School. Suddenly, I remember I'm in a hoodie, looking a straight up mess, and that I actually have a boyfriend. I might not be answering Chris's calls or texts right now, but he's mine, and I want to keep it that way. How's your grandma? I ask. And Cameron? They all right. Grandma's sick though. Khalil sips from his cup. Doctor says she's got cancer or something. Oh man, I'm sorry, Kay. Yeah, she's taking chemo. She's only worried about getting the wig though. He gives a weak laugh. That doesn't show his dimples. She'll be all right. It's a prayer more than a prophecy. Is your mama helping with Cameron? Ah, good old Starr. Always looking for the best in people. You know she ain't helping. It was just a question. She came in the store the other day. She looks better. For now, says Khalil. She claims she's trying to get clean, but it's the usual. She'll go clean a few weeks, decide she wants one more hit, and then be back at it. But like I said, I'm good. Cameron's good. Grandma's good. He shrugs. That's all that matters. Yeah, I say, but I remember the nights when I spent with Khalil on his porch, waiting for his mama to come home. Whether he likes it or not, she matters to him too. The music changes, and Drake raps from the speakers. I nod to the beat and rap along under my breath. Everybody on the dance floor yells out, started from the bottom, now we're here part. Some days, we are at the bottom of Garden Heights. But we still share the feeling that, man, it could be worse. Khalil is watching me. A smile tries to form on his lips, but he shakes his head. I can't believe you still love whiny, lame Drake. I gape at him. You leave my husband alone. Your corny husband. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. Khalil sings in a whiny voice. I push him with my shoulder, and he laughs, spilling his drink all over the place. You know that's what he sounds like. I flip him off. He puckers his lips, and he makes a kissing sound. All these months apart, and we've fallen back into normal, like it's nothing. Khalil grabs a napkin from the coffee table and wipes drink off his shoes. There's Jordans, the 3 retros. They came out a few years ago, but I swear those things are so fresh. They cost about $300, and that's if you find somebody on eBay who goes easy. Chris did. I got mine for a steal at $150, but I wear kids' shoes. Thanks to my smaller feet, Chris and I can match our sneakers. Yes, we're that couple. I mean, we're fly though. If we can stop doing stupid stuff, then we'll be really good. I like the kicks, I tell Khalil. Thanks. He scrubs the shoes with his napkin. I cringe. With each hard rub, the shoes cry for my help. Help me! No lie, every time a sneaker is cleaned improperly, a kitten dies. Khalil. I say 1 second away from snatching that napkin. Either wipe gently back and forth or dab. Don't scrub. For real. He looks up at me smirking. Okay, Miss Sneakerhead. And thank black Jesus, he dabs. Since you made me spill my drink on them, I'll make you clean them. Okay, it'll cost you $60. 60, he shouts, straightening up. Heck yeah! It would be 80 if they had icy soles. Clear bottoms are so hard to clean. Cleaning kits aren't cheap, you know. And besides, you're obviously making big money if you can buy those. Khalil sips his drink like I didn't say anything. Mutters, oh, man, this is strong. He sets his cup on the coffee table. Hey, tell your pops I need to holler at him soon. Some stuff going down I need to talk to him about. What kind of stuff? Grown folk stuff. Yeah, 'cause you're so grown. 5 months, 2 weeks, and 3 days older than you. He winks. I ain't forget. A commotion stirs in the middle of the dance floor. Voices argue louder than the music. Cuss words fly left and right. My first thought, Kenya walked up on Denasia like she promised, but the voices are deeper than theirs. Pop! A shot rings out. I duck. Pop! A second shot. The crowd stampedes towards the door, which leads to more cursing and fighting since it's impossible for everybody to get out at once. Khalil grabs my hand. Come on. There were way too many people and way too much curly hair for me to catch a glimpse of Kenya. But Kenya, forget her. Let's go. He pulls me towards the crowd, shoving people out my way and stepping on shoes. That alone could get us some bullets. I look for Kenya among the panicked faces, but still no sign of her. I don't try to see who got shot or who did it. You can't snitch if you don't know anything. Cars speed away outside, and people run into the night in any direction where shots aren't firing off. Khalil leads me to a Chevy Impala parked under a dim streetlight. He pushes me in through the driver's side, and I climb into the passenger seat. We screech off, leaving chaos in the rear view mirror. Man, always something going on, he mumbles. Can't have a party without somebody getting shot. He sounds like my parents. That's exactly why they don't let me go nowhere, as Kenya puts it. At least not around Garden Heights. I send Kenya a text, hoping she'll be all right. I doubt those bullets were meant for her, but bullets go where they want to go. Kenya texts back kind of quick. I'm fine. I see that tramp, though. I'm about to handle her. Where you at? Is this chick for real? We just ran for our lives, and she's ready to fight? I don't even answer that dumb stuff. Khalil's Impala is nice. Not all flashy like some guy's cars. I didn't see any rims before I got in, and the front seat has cracks in the leather. But the interior is a tacky lime green, so it's been customized at some point. I pick at a crack in the car seat. Who do you think got shot? Khalil gets his hair brushed out of the compartment of the door. Probably a king lord, he says, brushing the sides of his fade. Some garden disciples came in when I got there. Something was about to pop off. I nod. Garden Heights has been a battlefield for the past 2 months over some stupid territory wars. I was born a queen, 'cause Daddy used to be a king lord. But when he left the game, my street royalty status ended. But even if I'd grown up in it, I wouldn't understand fighting over streets nobody owns. Khalil drops the brush in the door and cranks the stereo up, blasting an old rap song that Daddy had played 1,000,000 times. I frown. Why are you always listening to that old stuff? Man, get out of here. Tupac was the truth. Yeah, 20 years ago. Nah, even now. Like, check this out. He points at me, which means he's about to go into one of his Khalil philosophical moments. Pac said thug life stood for the hate you give little infants, F's, everybody. I raise my eyebrows. What? Listen, the hate you, the letter U, gives little infants, F's, everybody. Thug life. Meaning what society gives us as youth, it comes around and it bites them in the when we wild out. Get it? Oh, yeah, I do. See? I told you he was relevant. He nods to the beat and raps along. Now I wonder what he's doing to everybody. As much as I think I know, I hope I'm wrong. But I need to hear it from him. So why have you really been busy? I ask. A few months ago, Daddy said he quit the store, and I haven't seen you since. He scoots closer to the steering wheel. Where do you want me to take you? Your house or the store? Khalil, your house or the store? If you're selling that stuff, mind your business, Starr. Don't worry about me. I'm doing what I gotta do. You know my dad would help you out. He wipes his nose before his lie. I don't need help from nobody, okay? And that little minimum wage job your pops gave me didn't make nothing happen. I got tired of having to choose between lights or food. I thought your grandma was working. She was. When she got sick, them clowns at the hospital claimed they'd worked with her. 2 months later, she wasn't pulling her load on the job, because when you're going through chemo, you can't pull out those heavy garbage bins around. They fired her. He shakes his head. Funny, huh? The hospital fired her because she was sick. It's silent in the Impala, except for Tupac asking, "Who do you believe in?" I don't know. My phone vibrates again. Probably either Chris asking for forgiveness or Kenya asking for backup against Denasia. Instead, my big brother's all caps text appears on the screen. I don't know why he does that. He probably thinks it intimidates me. Really, it just annoys me. Where are you? You and Kenya better not be at that party. I heard somebody got shot. The only thing worse than protective parents is protective older brothers. Even Black Jesus can't save me from 7. Khalid glances over at me. 7, huh? How'd you know? Because you always look like you want to punch something when he talks to you. Remember that time at your birthday party when he kept telling you what to wish for? And I popped him in the mouth? And then Natasha got mad at you for telling her boyfriend to shut up, Khalil says, laughing. I roll my eyes. She got on my nerves with her crush on 7. Half the time I thought she only came over to see him. Nah, it was because you had the Harry Potter movies. What we used to call ourselves? The hood treater. Tighter than the inside of Voldemort's nose. We were so silly back then. I know, right? He says. We laugh. But something's missing from it. Someone is missing from it. Natasha. Khalil looks up the road. Crazy, it's been 6 years, you know? The whoop, whoop sound startles us. Blue lights flash in the rearview mirror. And that was Chapter 1 of The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas, which has also been turned into a movie. So if you get the chance, I recommend The Hate You Give. Thank you very much for joining me today, and I'll see you next time at the next Teen Talk Tuesdays. Bye-bye.